So previously we had discussed about criminal intimidation under section 503. Now section 507 talks about aggravated form of criminal intimidation which calls for a higher punishment. Section 507 makes a person guilty if he commits criminal intimidation through an anonymous communication. That means if a person threatens somebody else by concealing his identity such as his name, his address, then he will be guilty under this section. For example, if you get a letter which threatens to cause injury to your person, property or reputation, or personal reputation of someone you are interested in, but the letter does not disclose the name of the person who is giving the threat, nor any sort of identification that will help you identify that person, then such person will be guilty under this section. Similarly, if a person makes a threatening phone call to you from a PCO and he does not disclose his name and you cannot trace that person because he is calling from a PCO, then also such person will be guilty under section 507. Such person will get punishment as per section 506, which we have already discussed, and in addition to that, such person will get additional 2 years of imprisonment under section 207. Additional punishment is prescribed under this section because it's a grave form of criminal intimidation, because it causes greater alarm to the person receiving the threat. Another important point to note here is that the person giving threat must be able to execute that threat. For example, if a person makes you a prank call threatening you to injure your person, property or reputation, or let's say a person is not capable of causing any harm to you, but he threatens you anonymously just to scare you off or make you do something, then such person will not be guilty under section 507. It must be proved that the person who is threatening is actually capable of executing that threat. Clear? So let's look at the conditions of this section. All the conditions remain the same as there were under section 503. There is just one addition, that the communication of threat should be anonymous. So conditions are that a person threatens the other person. Second, the threat is made to cause injury to his person, reputation or property, or to a person in whom he was interested. Third, the purpose of the threat should be causing alarm to that person or to cause that person to do an act which he was not legally bound to do, or omit to do something which he was legally bound to do. Lastly, the threat should be communicated anonymously. If these three conditions are met, the person will be guilty under section 507. The offense is non-cognizable, bailable and compoundable. Hope this is clear.